I wrote too hard on myself, I swear. Oh, yeah. Oh, didn't see you there. This is basically my cut crease video. Basically just how I do my cut crease. I really just started doing them, but I'm really liking how they're turning out. I've only done them a couple of times and they're already, getting pretty good. So this is really simple. Honestly, it does not take long at all. And once you practice 1 or 2 times, you will get it. Trust me, because I did. So I hope you like this, and I'm using all of the products that I'm using are affordable and cheap, because I know people don't like to go out and spend money because he wants to do that. So that's another plus, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. So make sure to tell your friends. And one more thing, if anybody wants chokers, this is by thekway.com, and if you use the code Tori, then you will get money off. Hey guys, so first I am starting out with using my Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm pretty sure I said this in the other video, but even if I didn't, this is probably my favorite palette at the moment. I just really love it so much because the colors just look really good on my skin tone and everything, so I really like to use it. So first I am taking a regular eyeshadow brush and the color Real Gar, and I'm basically just placing this all above my crease. And I'm using more of it than normal just because it's a transition color, and I really just want it to stick out and be there. Well, not stick out, but basically I don't want it to disappear when the other shadows come on. The next color that I grab, I don't think I show it on camera, but the next color that I grab is Red Ochre, and with the same brush I'm just putting this more exactly on my crease. I'm not really putting it necessarily above, but I'm mostly just keeping it on my crease. Okay, so next I am just taking a angled eyeliner brush, obviously not one that has eyeliner on it, just a clean eyeliner brush, and I am going to be adding the color Cypress Umber, which is a chocolate brown, and it's still from the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm going to be adding that from the middle of my eye to the outer corner. And when you're adding a dark color like this, it basically just adds dimension to the eye, and that's basically what I want for this whole look. And I'm basically going to try to concentrate the blending to the outer corner just because I want to give it kind of more smoky look rather than just having it all over my eye. Now, this is where the actual cutting of the crease occurs. Now, I just use a flat brush, a flat eyeliner brush, and an LA Girl Pro Conceal. Now, the flat eyeliner brush just works best for me because it's flat and I just feel like it just makes the perfect line. Now, I'm going to explain something for you guys. This is the part where I feel like people get confused and just give up when they're doing cut creases. So everybody has a different eye shape, right? And you have to get to know your eye, basically. So me, for instance, I'm going to use this as an example. So when I'm looking straight forward, my crease folds over or folds in. And I know that probably sounds weird, but if you look at the mirror and look at yourself and you look straight forward, you will see what your crease does, whether it just stays there or whether it's, whatever, you'll see what happens to it. So like I said, when I'm looking forward, my crease folds over. Therefore, when I am cutting my crease, I have to create the crease, I have to create the cut above my crease because my crease folds over. And if I would have put it on the crease, then you wouldn't even be able to see my cut crease. It wouldn't even be a cut crease. So I have to put it above my crease so that when I'm looking straight forward at somebody, then I would be able to see the crease. They would be able to see the crease, Now, like I said, everybody has different eye shapes, so you just have to get to know your eye. And I know maybe this is confusing for some people, and I'm sorry if it is, but basically, you just have to know your eye. You have to know what's what, your eye shape. and things like that. So that's just for me, and that's just a tip I have for people, because I was in the beginning so confused on what I was supposed to do, and I finally, figured it out by watching a couple different videos. And so basically just know your eye shape and know whether you should cut your crease actually on your crease, above your crease, and practice it a couple times. You might not get it right the first time, but if you just try it more than once, then you'll get it right. That's what happened for me, so it'll get right for you. Next, I am just taking the eyeshadow Tempera, and that's from the Modern Renaissance palette also, and I am just putting this over where I put my concealer. Now, you don't always have to add concealer. I mean, you don't always have to have eyeshadow. You can just leave your concealer, or if you don't want to use white, you can use purple, green, like, it doesn't matter. I know some people may think that a cut crease, it has to just be white, but, or concealed, I guess, but you can use a color if you want to. It's totally up to you. I love color cut creases, and I would have done one here, but I just did one yesterday, so I was like, nah, but I love color cut creases. Swirl. So next, I'm taking my Wet n Wild Mega Liner eyeliner in the color black, and I'm just going to be doing my eyeliner like I normally would. Now, really, this is a liquid liner, and I personally like liquid liners over everything. I know some people like gel liners, some people like, liners that are felt tip, and some people like pencil liners, but personally, I just like liquid eyeliners because I just feel like, I don't know, I just like it like that. So yeah, like I said, all I'm doing is just putting my eyeliner on like I normally would, and I don't use the tape to put on my eyeliner. I do my eyeliner just freehand, but since the tape was already on there, I just figured I might as well follow it. And that's another tip. If you want your eyeliner to turn out good, or in a way that it's not going to get messed up, then just use tape. There's nothing wrong with using tape as an aid if you need it. Okay, so next I am starting my eyelashes. So before I put on fake lashes, I usually put on mascara first, just because with some type of lashes I use, you can't put the mascara directly on the lash just because of the material they're made with. Well, not material, but just the type of lash they are. So I usually just put mascara on before. And the lashes that I am using today are by Smooth Gal Beauty, and I have a coupon code with them, so I will list it down below. But let me just tell you, this is the first pair I've tried, and I'm actually in love. Like, I love everything about their eyelashes and everything. And the eyelash glue that I'm using is Duo eyelash glue, and you can get it at CVS, Walmart for like $6. It's super cheap, and the glue actually lasts usually all day long, and that's the only eyelash glue that I've used, I think. Maybe I've tried another one, but I'm pretty sure this is the one I've predominantly used since I started wearing fake lashes. So yeah. So the first thing I feel like people mess up with eyelashes is that as soon as they put the glue on the eyelash, they put it on your eye. You're supposed to let the glue dry for a little bit to the point where it becomes like tacky. So when you put it on your eye, it'll actually stay there. You don't want to, immediately put the glue on and then immediately put it on your eye, because then it's just going to be a whole mess, and it's not going to look good. The glue's going to get everywhere and things like that. Now, what you are witnessing here is that the glue got onto my tweezers, so the eyelashes wouldn't get off of the tweezers because there was glue connecting it. So trust me, I do my lashes better than this. I will have an eyelash tutorial coming up in the future, but definitely, I mean, I was able to fix them all right. The glue is just stuck on the tweezers, so it was messing up how I was doing my lashes, but it's okay because they'll look good in the end. Now, another tip that I have just to always remember is to always push down your inner corners of your lashes in your outer corners. The outer corners, problems with that don't arise as much, but I definitely see people wearing fake lashes and the inner corner of their lash will not be on their eye. Like, I don't know if maybe people just don't like getting that close to their eyeball. They don't want to put glue there, but you always have to put glue there because you don't want a quarter of your eyelash hanging off and the rest of it hanging on. It's just going to look weird. So just always remember to make everything even and push the inner corners, push it all onto your, all onto your eye. Now, another thing that I have that I see people doing, which is totally wrong, and it is, they don't put their eyelash, on their lashes. They put them like on their actual eyelid, and that's a problem. When you're putting on fake lashes, you put them in the same spot that you would put your that your real lashes are. If you put them actually on your eyelid, then they're gonna look fake, of course. I mean, most of the time people can tell when you're wearing fake lashes, but sometimes they can't. So if they can't, then I would, I forgot what I was saying for some reason. I got distracted. But just always remember to put your lashes on your actual lashes. Don't put them, on your eyelid, because then it's just going to end up looking weird and you're really going to look like you're wearing fake lashes when you don't want to look like that. And like I said, I will have an eyelash tutorial where I'll explain everything, how I do my lashes, because I wear lashes all the time because I love them. Now, next, I'm just starting my foundation routine. I'm probably just going to skip through this just because if you want to know my foundation routine, either watch my previous videos. I pretty much do it the same every time. I might, switch it up. I might not. But the one thing I do know is that I'm baking longer than I normally do. I usually only bake for 5-10 minutes maybe. But I'm definitely baking longer just because I like the outcome better when I do that. So that is all for now. And I will be back when it's time, all of the same products in my previous video that I used. I don't really switch up things like blushes, just because once I find a blush, I pretty much love it forever, and I just love the e.l.f. one because all of the shades fit me. And next, I'm taking my highlighters by Cosmetics, and this is my favorite brand of highlighters since I've found out about the company. And since it is a cream highlighter, I have to buff it out, because if I just leave it as it is, then it'll just look like a straight line of highlighter. You know how some people go out like that? Well, let me tell you, if you're using a cream one, just make sure you're buffing it out. Next, I am taking a matte lippy stick by ColourPop, and it's in the shade Chateau. And usually I don't like matte lipsticks, but I just love ColourPop's formula. And also, one more thing, if you have like a lipstick that's not matte and you want to make it matte, all you have to do is put translucent powder on it and let it bake basically, and it'll come out matte. Next, I'm taking Vanilla Pigment by MAC, and all I'm doing is just putting this on the middle of my bottom lip and my top lip. And I've been recently liking to do this with my lipstick. I just feel like it brightens up my lips and just makes my lips look better in general. So next, I'm going back into my Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm grabbing the colors Real Gar, Red Ochre, and Cypress Umber, and I'm just putting them underneath my eye. I really don't even go out without making sure that I have eyeshadow underneath my eye now. I really don't know how I went without it before, but I just love to do this. So I put them all on with a flat brush, and then I get a blending brush or a shading brush from anywhere, and I just blend it out to give it a more smoky look instead of just leaving it as is, because you're not going to be able to really see the colors if you don't blend them out. And next, I'm just grabbing my mascara again and putting it on my lower lashes. And also, I am highlighting my inner corners, and I'm using the highlighter by Cosmetics. I can't remember the name, but I'll definitely list it below when I remember it. And I'm also just highlighting my brows.